Why is it that some of the most successful individuals seem to be shrouded in mystery? They don't brag, they don't overshare, and they certainly don't announce every step they take. Instead, they let their results speak for themselves. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself telling others your plans or accomplishments only to feel drained or even demotivated afterward? There's a reason for that. Today, we'll explore why keeping your actions to yourself can be one of the most powerful strategies for personal and professional success. There's an unspoken power in holding back. It's not about being secretive or deceitful. It's about being deliberate with your energy and focus. Imagine yourself as an archer. Every time you announce your plans to others, it's as though you're letting your arrow fly prematurely, wasting the momentum and force you've built up. On the other hand, if you aim, focus, and release when the time is right, your arrow hits its mark with precision and power. Consider this: when you tell someone about your big dreams, what do you gain? A fleeting sense of validation, maybe a polite nod of encouragement. But what do you lose? You risk diluting the fire inside you, the drive that compels you to act. There's a part of your brain that tricks you into feeling a sense of accomplishment simply by talking about your goals. That sense of satisfaction can rob you of the hunger and determination you need to turn those dreams into reality. Why do we feel the need to share? For many of us, it's about connection. We want others to understand us, to validate our aspirations, to cheer us on. But here's the hard truth: not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone will cheer for you, and that's okay. Success is not a group project. It's a deeply personal endeavor shaped by your choices, your discipline, and your willingness to stay the course. Even when no one is watching, think about the most influential people in history. They didn't waste their time explaining every step of their journey to others. Instead, they devoted themselves to their craft, their vision, their mission. When the time came, their actions spoke volumes, and the world couldn't help but listen. Silence is not a weakness, it's a strategy. Now, I'm not saying you should go through life without sharing anything with anyone. Trust and collaboration are essential in many areas of life, but there's a difference between sharing to connect and oversharing to impress. The former builds relationships, the latter diminishes your focus and credibility. Here's an example. Imagine you're training for a marathon. You've set an ambitious goal to complete it within a certain time. Every time you tell someone about your plan, you get a small burst of dopamine, that feel-good chemical that makes you feel rewarded. But what happens after that? The more you talk about your training, the less you feel the need to actually do it. You've already received the psychological reward without putting in the physical work. Over time, your motivation wanes and your results suffer. On the flip side, imagine keeping your training private. You wake up early, you put in the miles, and you track your progress quietly. No one knows what you're up to. Then, race day arrives. You cross the finish line, not only meeting your goal, but surpassing it. The pride and satisfaction you feel in that moment are unmatched because you earned it without relying on external validation. This principle applies to every area of life. Whether you're building a business, improving your health, or working on a personal project, keeping your actions private allows you to focus on what truly matters, the work itself. It's not about proving anything to anyone else. It's about proving it to yourself. Here's also a practical reason to stay quiet about your plans. Not everyone has your best interests at heart. Sharing your goals with the wrong people can expose you to criticism, doubt, and negativity. These can seep into your psyche, planting seeds of uncertainty that grow into barriers. Even well-meaning friends or family members can unintentionally discourage you, projecting their own fears and limitations onto your dreams. Let me share a story. There was a young woman who dreamed of becoming a writer. She shared her aspirations with a friend who immediately pointed out how difficult it was to get published and how competitive the industry was. The friend meant no harm, they were simply being realistic. But those words lingered in the young woman's mind, eroding her confidence. She stopped writing altogether, convinced it was a futile pursuit. Now imagine if she had kept her dream to herself. Instead of seeking validation, she could have spent that time owning her craft, quietly submitting her work to publishers and learning from rejection. By the time her book was published, she wouldn't need anyone's validation. The success of her work would speak for itself. Of course, there's a balance to be struck. Some goals require collaboration and support. The key is to be selective about who you share with. Choose people who genuinely want to see you succeed, who will challenge you constructively, and who will keep you accountable without judgment. There's also an element of surprise that comes with keeping your actions private. When you achieve something significant, the impact is greater because it's unexpected. People are drawn to those who let their work do the talking. It's not about seeking applause, it's about earning respect. In today's world, where social media encourages constant sharing and oversharing, choosing silence can feel counterintuitive. But think of it as a superpower. While others are broadcasting their every move, you're quietly building, creating, and growing. You're conserving your energy for what truly matters, rather than scattering it across fleeting moments of attention. This doesn't mean you should disappear entirely. Strategic sharing can be beneficial, especially when it aligns with your goals. For instance, if you're launching a business, you'll need to market your product or service. But even then, focus on the results you deliver, not the process you're undergoing. Let your work be the star of the show, not your words. There's a certain confidence that comes with this approach. When you don't feel the need to explain yourself or seek approval, you free yourself from the opinions of others. You become more self-reliant, more focused, and more resilient. You're no longer swayed by external noise because your internal compass is guiding you. Ultimately, the choice to keep your actions private is about empowerment. It's about reclaiming your energy, protecting your dreams, and prioritizing action over talk. It's about recognizing that success isn't measured by how many people know your plans. It's measured by the results you achieve and the person you become in the process. So the next time you feel the urge to share your big plans, pause. Ask yourself, is this for validation or is it for progress? If it's the former, take a step back, focus on the work, protect your fire. And when the time is right, let your results speak for themselves. Part 1. The Power of Mystery. Why does mystery captivate us so deeply? It's because the unknown triggers our imagination, curiosity, and respect. When someone leaves just enough unsaid, we lean in, intrigued by what's behind the curtain. The power of mystery isn't just a tool for storytelling or marketing. It's a strategy for life. Humans are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand. When you reveal everything about yourself, you leave no room for curiosity. But when you hold back, you create an air of intrigue that can open doors, attract opportunities, and command respect. Mystery, in this sense, isn't about deceit or withholding important information. It's about being intentional with what you choose to share. Think about the icons of history and modern culture who remain fascinating to us. Figures like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, or even fictional characters like James Bond. What makes them compelling? It's not just their actions, it's what they leave unsaid. They understand the value of letting their results and achievements do the talking. They don't waste energy explaining themselves or over-justifying their choices. Instead, they allow their work to create the narrative, the value of saying less. In a world where oversharing is the norm, restraint is revolutionary. Saying less allows you to maintain control over your narrative. When you reveal too much, you give others the power to interpret, critique, or distort your story. By keeping some details private, you preserve the integrity of your journey. Conserve your energy. Every word you speak about your plans is energy you could have invested in executing them. Save your explanations for when they're truly necessary. Command respect. People respect those who don't feel the need to overshare. It's a sign of confidence and self-assurance. Here's an example. Imagine a colleague who constantly talks about their ambitious plans but rarely follows through. Over time, their words lose impact. Now think about someone who stays quiet about their goals but delivers exceptional results. When they do speak, people listen. Their words carry weight because they've earned the credibility to back them up. How oversharing dilutes your power. Oversharing can inadvertently weaken your position in several ways. First one is premature validation. When you share your goals with others, their positive reactions can give you a false sense of accomplishment. Your brain rewards you with a dopamine hit, making you feel like you've already achieved something, when in reality you've just talked about it. Second is unsolicited opinions. Not everyone will understand or support your vision. Sharing your plans with the wrong audience can invite skepticism, criticism, or unwanted advice. These external influences can plant seeds of doubt and derail your focus. Lost momentum. Talking about your plans can dissipate the drive needed to act on them. Each time you explain your intentions, you expend energy that could have been directed toward execution. The key is to recognize when sharing is productive and when it's counterproductive. Sharing with a mentor who can provide guidance, productive. Announcing your plans to social media for applause, counterproductive. The psychology behind mystery. The psychological principle known as the Zeigarnik effect states that people are more likely to remember incomplete tasks or information. When you share just enough to pique curiosity but leave the rest unsaid, you stay on people's minds. They become more invested in you and your journey, not because you told them everything, but because you didn't. Mystery also plays into the concept of scarcity. When information about you or your plans is scarce, it becomes more valuable. People are drawn to what they perceive as exclusive or hard to access. By maintaining an air of mystery, you elevate your perceived value, building an aura of intrigue. Cultivating mystery doesn't mean being secretive or evasive. It's about being thoughtful in how you present yourself. Here's how to build an aura of intrigue. You speak with purpose. Choose your words carefully. When you speak, make sure it adds value to the conversation. Silence can often say more than words. Focus on action. Let your results speak for themselves. People are more impressed by what you do than what you say you'll do. Maintain boundaries. Not everyone needs to know everything about you. Decide which aspects of your life are private and which are public. Be a listener. People are naturally drawn to those who listen more than they speak. It shows humility and creates an environment where others feel valued. The role of humility. Mystery is closely tied to humility. Bragging or oversharing often stems from a need for validation or recognition. True confidence doesn't need to announce itself. It's self-contained, steady, and quiet. Consider the story of a craftsman who spends years perfecting his work in solitude. He doesn't post daily updates or seek constant feedback. When his masterpiece is finally unveiled, it speaks volumes. His humility and dedication add depth to his achievement, making it all the more impressive. The professional edge. In the workplace, mystery can be a strategic advantage. When you don't reveal all your plans or ideas up front, you maintain a level of unpredictability that keeps colleagues and competitors on their toes. This doesn't mean withholding information needed for teamwork, but rather being selective about what you share and when. For example, instead of saying, "I'm working on a new proposal that I hope will be successful," wait until you have concrete results to present. Let your well-prepared proposal speak for itself. If you're negotiating a deal, don't reveal your bottom line prematurely. Hold your cards close and reveal them strategically. Personal relationships and mystery. In personal relationships, maintaining a sense of mystery can deepen connections. Oversharing too soon can overwhelm others or diminish the excitement of discovery. Relationships thrive on curiosity and gradual revelation. This doesn't mean playing games or being dishonest. It's about pacing. Allow people to get to know you over time. Share your layers gradually and let your actions reinforce your words. Practical applications of mystery. Goal setting. When you set a new goal, resist the urge to announce it to everyone. Instead, write it down and commit to it privately. Share only with those who can directly support or guide you. Career growth. Let your performance speak for itself. Focus on exceeding expectations and delivering results. When recognition comes, it will be based on merit, not self-promotion. Social media. In an age of oversharing, be intentional about what you post. Highlight accomplishments without revealing every detail. Share milestones, not the entire journey. The power of mystery lies in its ability to captivate, protect, and empower. By saying less and doing more, you conserve your energy, build respect, and maintain control over your narrative. Mystery isn't about hiding who you are. It's about revealing your greatness at the right time and in the right way. In a world that constantly demands more information, choose to be the exception. Let curiosity work in your favor. Let your results speak for themselves, and let your quiet confidence inspire those around you. Part 2. Why talking undermines action. Have you ever felt that surge of excitement when you tell someone about your grand plans? Maybe you're starting a new project, working toward a personal goal, or envisioning a big career move. The moment you share it, you're met with a chorus of, "That's amazing," or "You'll do great." For a fleeting second, you feel accomplished, validated, and energized. But what happens after that? The excitement fades, the momentum slows, and the hard work, the actual work, feels less urgent. Talking about your goals can be deceptively satisfying. It tricks your brain into feeling like progress has been made when, in reality, nothing has changed. The more you talk, the less you do. This isn't just an observation. It's rooted in psychology and supported by countless examples of goals that remained unfulfilled because their energy was wasted in words instead of action. When you talk about your plans prematurely, you engage a psychological phenomenon where your brain rewards you with a sense of achievement simply for verbalizing your intentions. This illusion of accomplishment can drain the urgency to take real steps forward. You've essentially satisfied the drive to act by talking instead of doing. And this, my friend, is where so many aspirations die, in the space between intention and execution. Imagine this scenario: you decide to write a novel. Excited, you share your vision with friends, outlining the themes, characters, and even the ending. They respond enthusiastically, showering you with praise and encouragement. "Wow, that's incredible," they say. You feel validated and inspired. But later, when it's time to sit down and write, the excitement is gone. The fire has dimmed because the thrill of sharing has replaced the hunger for action. This is the danger of over-talking your goals. Words can become a substitute for progress, a comforting illusion that tricks you into thinking you've done something when all you've done is talk. The energy that could have fueled your actions has been spent in conversation. There's another side to this phenomenon: the risk of external influence. When you share your plans, you open the door to opinions, judgments, and unsolicited advice. Not everyone will see your vision as you do. Some will doubt you, question your abilities, or impose their fears onto your journey. Even well-meaning comments can plant seeds of doubt, making you second-guess your path. Consider the case of a young entrepreneur who dreamed of launching a tech startup. He shared his plans with a group of friends, hoping for encouragement. Instead, he was bombarded with concerns. What if it fails? Do you really think you're ready for this? Isn't the market already saturated? While their intentions weren't malicious, their words lingered in his mind. He became hesitant, overthinking every decision. The momentum he once had was replaced by a paralysis of doubt, all because he shared too soon and with the wrong audience. To be clear, this isn't about avoiding all conversations about your goals. It's about being selective and strategic. Share with people who can genuinely help you, offer constructive feedback, or hold you accountable. But resist the urge to broadcast your plans widely, especially in the early stages. Protect your vision from unnecessary scrutiny until it's strong enough to withstand external pressures. Another challenge of talking too much is the pressure it creates. When you announce your plans, you set expectations. People begin to watch, waiting for updates or results. This can create an unnecessary burden, making you feel like you're performing for an audience instead of pursuing your goal for yourself. The weight of these expectations can be stifling, turning what should be an exciting journey into a stressful obligation. Think of it this way: your goals are like a seedling. In its early stages, it's fragile and needs protection. Exposing it to too much light or too many elements can hinder its growth. But as it grows stronger, it becomes resilient, capable of thriving in the open. The same goes for your aspirations. Shield them in their infancy. Nurture them in private. Let them develop roots before you reveal them to the world. The best way to combat the urge to talk is to channel that energy into action. Instead of telling someone what you plan to do, take the first step toward doing it. Replace conversations with commitments. Replace words with work. For every time you feel the need to share, ask yourself, what can I do instead? Here's an exercise: the next time you set a goal, keep it to yourself for 30 days. Use that time to focus solely on action. Track your progress privately. After 30 days, evaluate where you are. Chances are, you'll have made more progress than if you had spent those days talking about your intentions. Another way to stay grounded is to document your journey. Create a private journal where you can express your thoughts, plans, and progress. This satisfies the need to articulate your goals without seeking external validation. It becomes a personal dialogue, a conversation between you and your vision. There's a certain power in quiet determination. When you stop talking and start doing, you enter a state of flow. Your focus sharpens, your confidence grows, and your actions compound over time. You're no longer distracted by external noise or opinions because your energy is fully directed toward your goal. Let's revisit the example of writing a novel. Instead of telling everyone about your idea, you dedicate an hour each day to writing. You don't seek feedback until you've completed a full draft. When you finally share your work, it's not just an idea, it's a finished product. The difference is striking. You've transformed your goal into a tangible achievement, and the reaction is far more meaningful because it's based on results, not promises. This principle extends to every area of life. Whether you're pursuing fitness goals, building a business, or developing a new skill, the less you talk, the more you do. Silence becomes your ally, a shield that protects your focus and amplifies your efforts. This isn't to say you should avoid all recognition. When the time comes and your work is ready to be seen, let it shine. But let that recognition be a byproduct of your efforts, not a substitute for them. The fulfillment of achieving something meaning-weights the fleeting satisfaction of talking about it. The next time you're tempted to share your plans, pause, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, am I sharing this? What do I hope to gain? Could my energy be better spent in action? More often than not, you'll find that silence serves you better. Talking undermines action, not because words lack value, but because they often divert energy from where it's needed most. By keeping your goals close, you protect their integrity. You preserve the drive and focus required to bring them to life. And when you finally reveal your work, it will speak for itself, more powerfully than any words ever could. Part 3. Protecting your energy. Energy is one of the most valuable resources you have, yet is often squandered on distractions, negativity, and unnecessary drama. Your goals, dreams, and aspirations require focus, and that focus can only be sustained when your energy is preserved and directed toward what truly matters. Protecting your energy isn't about being sufficient, it's about recognizing that your time and mental capacity are finite and must be spent wisely. Every time you share your plans with you, you're up to feedback, opinions, and even criticism. While some of this may be constructive, much of it is not. Even well-meaning advice can derail your focus, causing you to second-guess yourself or lose confidence in your ability to succeed. To achieve your goals, you must learn to shield your energy and nurture it in ways that empower you to act without unnecessary distractions. Imagine your energy as a bank account. Each time you talk about your goals or engage with someone who doubts you, you make a withdrawal. While a few withdrawals here and there won't abrupt you, consistent oversharing or exposure to negativity can drain your account, leaving you with little energy to invest in your own growth. Protecting your energy is about making deposits. Through self-care, focus, and positive reinforcement, while minimizing withdrawals, think about the people you interact with regularly. Are they adding to your energy bank, or are they depleting it? The company you keep plays a significant role in your ability to stay motivated and focused. Surround yourself with those who uplift and encourage you, and distance yourself from those who bring negativity or unnecessary drama into your life. This doesn't mean cutting ties with everyone who constructive criticism. It means being intentional about the types of interactions you prioritize. Consider the story of an athlete preparing for a major competition. She decides to share her training plan with a group of acquaintances. Instead of receiving support, she's met with skepticism. Are you sure you can handle that? Isn't ambitious? What if you fail? These comments, though not malicious, linger in her mind, causing her to question her abilities. Now imagine if she had kept her plans private, sharing only with her coach and a close friend who believed in her. Without the weight of external doubts, she could focus entirely on her training, channeling her energy into preparation rather than managing others' opinions. The lesson here is clear: not everyone deserves a seat at your table of ambition. Be selective about who you invite into your inner circle. Share your plans with those who genuinely want to see you succeed and can provide meaningful support. Your energy is too precious to be spent on people who don't add value to your journey. Another way to protect your energy is to practice discernment when it comes to the information you consume. In today's digital age, we are bombarded with news, opinions, and updates from countless sources. While some of this information can be inspiring or educational, much of it is distracting and draining. Curate your environment to align with your goals. Follow people and accounts that motivate you and mute or unfollow those that don't. Your energy is influenced by what you allow into your mind, so choose wisely. Let's talk about boundaries. Setting boundaries is one of the most effective ways to protect your energy. This means saying no to commitments, conversations, or activities that don't serve your purpose. It's not about being rude or dismissive, it's about prioritizing your well-being and goals. For example, if you're working on a significant project, you might need to limit social engagements or deem invitations to events that don't align with your current priorities. Communicating your boundaries clearly and ensures that others understand your focus without feeling alienated. Sometimes, protecting your energy means taking a step from situations that drain you emotionally. This could be a toxic workplace, a one-sided relationship, or even a recurring habit of negative self-talk. Recognizing these energy drains is the first step toward reclaiming your power. Once identified, take proactive steps to address them. This involves seeking a healthier work environment, having an honest conversation with a friend or partner, or working with a therapist or coach to deep thought patterns. Self-awareness is key to understanding where your energy goes. Pay attention to how you feel after certain interactions or activities. Do you feel invigorated or exhausted, motivated or discouraged? Use this insight to make intentional choices about how you spend your time and who you spend it with. Protecting your energy isn't just about avoiding negativity. It's about actively seeking out experiences and relationships that fuel your growth. Journaling can be a powerful tool for protecting your energy. By writing down your thoughts, feelings, and plans, you create a private space to process your emotions and clarify your intentions. This practice helps you stay grounded and focused, reducing the need to seek validation or feedback from others. Your journal becomes a sanctuary where you can explore ideas without fear of judgment or criticism. Another strategy is to practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices help you cultivate a sense of inner calm and resilience, making it easier to handle external pressures and distractions. Even just a few minutes of deep breathing or meditation each day can significantly impact your ability to stay focused and centered. When you're grounded in the present moment, you're less likely to be swayed by external influences that don't align with your goals. Remember, protecting your energy isn't about yourself from the world. It's about being intentional with how you engage with it. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose what you give your attention to and what you let go of. By making these choices consciously, you create an environment where your goals can thrive. One of the most challenging aspects of protecting your energy is dealing with negativity from those closest to you. Friends, family members, or colleagues may not always support your journey. In these cases, it's essential to set firm but compassionate boundaries. Let them know that while you value their perspective, you're committed to pursuing your path in a way that feels authentic to you. You don't need to convince them of your worth or explain every decision. Your actions and results will speak for themselves. It's also important to recognize that not all negativity comes from external sources. Sometimes, the biggest drain on your energy is your own self-doubt or fear of failure. Combat these internal challenges by focusing on progress rather than perfection. Celebrate small victories and remind youth is a journey, not a destination. Surround yourself with reminders of your potential, whether it's a vision board, a motivational supportive community of like-minded individuals. Protecting your energy requires discipline. It means staying true to your priorities even when distractions arise. It means choosing long-term growth over short-term gratification. And it means being unapologetic about putting your first when it comes to achieving your dreams. This isn't about being selfish. It's about recognizing that you can't pour from an empty cup. By taking care of your own energy, you're better equipped to contribute meaningfully to the world around you. Part 4, Letting Results Speak. There is a unique power in silence. When you allow your actions to take center stage and let your results speak for themselves, you create an undeniable statement of competence and credibility. This approach is not only effective but also liberating. It frees you from the pressure of constantly explaining, justifying, or seeking approval. Instead, you shift your energy toward execution, where true transformation happens. In a world saturated with noise, choosing silence is a bold move. It's a choice that prioritizes substance over style, impact over impression. Consider the difference between someone who endlessly talks about their plans and someone who quietly works on them. The talker may attract attention briefly, but the doer earns lasting respect. Results are irrefutable, and they carry a weight that words alone never can. Imagine a scenario where a team is tasked with completing a complex project. One team member constantly updates everyone on what they're planning to do, how hard they're working, and what challenges they're facing. Another team member, however, focuses on the task at hand, steadily delivering results without much fanfare. When the project is completed successfully, it's the results-driven team member who earns admiration. Their quiet dedication speaks volumes, proving their capability without the need for self-promotion. This principle extends beyond the workplace. In personal growth, fitness, education, or creative pursuits, the same holds true. The less you talk about what you're going to do, the more energy you have to actually do it. And when the results come, they're far more powerful because they're backed by evidence, not promises. Why does letting your results speak hold so much power? Because results are undeniable. They don't rely on persuasion, explanation, or validation. They simply are. When you deliver results, you establish credibility without saying a word. This credibility builds trust, respect, and influence, qualities that are essential for success in any endeavor. Consider the story of a young artist who aspired to have their work showcased in a prestigious gallery. Instead of announcing their ambition to everyone they met, they poured their energy into honing their craft. They spent countless hours perfecting their technique, experimenting with new styles, and creating a body of work that reflected their dedication and talent. When the time came, their art spoke for itself. The gallery took notice, and their work was featured in a celebrated exhibition. The artist's results made the statement that no amount of talk ever could. Letting your results speak also protects your energy. When you focus on action instead of conversation, you eliminate the distractions that come with oversharing. You're not seeking approval or validation, so you're free to pursue your goals without external noise. This creates a sense of clarity and purpose that fuels your efforts and keeps you aligned with your vision. Another benefit of this approach is the element of surprise. When you don't reveal your plans prematurely, you maintain an air of unpredictability. This keeps others guessing and often leads to a greater impact when your results are finally revealed. People are naturally drawn to those who achieve without boasting, as it signals confidence, competence, and focus. Letting your results speak also shifts the narration to execution. Intentions are important, but they're only the starting point. It's the follow-through that matters. By focusing on results, you demonstrate your ability to turn ideas into reality. This not only inspires others, but also reinforces your own belief in your capabilities. There's a saying, show, don't tell. This principle is widely applied in storytelling, but it's equally relevant to personal and professional growth. Instead of telling people what you're going to do, show them through your actions. Instead of explaining your potential, prove it through your accomplishments. This approach builds a reputation that is grounded in authenticity and achievement. Think about the leaders you admire most. Chances are they're individuals who lead by example. They don't just talk about what needs to be done, they do it. Their actions inspire others to follow suit, creating a ripple effect of impact and change. By letting their results speak, they set a standard of excellence that motivates them. Letting your results speak doesn't mean you should never share your goals or seek feedback. There's a time and place for collaboration. The key is to be strategic about when and how you share. Before revealing your plans, ask yourself, is this the right time to share? Will sharing then help me achieve my goal? Am I seeking validation, or is this a necessary step toward progress? If the answer to these questions points toward rather than conversation, hold off on sharing and focus on execution instead. One of the challenges of letting your results speak is overcoming the urge to seek immediate gratification. Talking about your goals can provide a temporary excitement or confidence, but it often comes at the cost of long-term motivation. To counter this, practice delayed gratification. Remind yourself the satisfaction of achieving your goal will far outweigh the fleeting pleasure of talking about it. Letting your results speak also requires patience. Results don't happen overnight. They require consistent effort, resilience, and time. Embrace the journey and trust that your hard work will pay off. In the meantime, focus on the process and celebrate small milestones along the way. These moments of progress serve as reminders as we're on the right path. The act of letting your results speak can also foster humility. When you're focused on action rather than tension, you're less likely to fall into the trap of arrogance or self-importance. You're reminded that success is earned, not given. The journey is just as important as the destination. This sometimes mindset not only keeps you grounded but makes you more approachable and relatable to others. In relationships, letting your results speak can strengthen trust and respect. When you follow through on your commitments and deliver on your promises, you build a reputation for reliability and integrity. People come to see you as someone who values action over empty words, and this perception enhances your credibility in both personal and professional settings. There's a profound sense of empowerment that comes with this approach. When you let your results speak, you take ownership of your journey. You're no longer reliant on external validation or approval because your accomplishments speak for themselves. This autonomy fosters self-confidence and resilience, qualities that are essential for navigating challenges and setbacks. As you reflect on the idea of letting your results speak, consider how you can apply this principle to your own life. What goals are you currently pursuing, and how can you shift your focus from talking to doing? What steps can you take today to move closer to your objectives? Remember, every action you take is a step toward proving punctual and realizing your dreams. Letting your results speak isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset. It's a commitment to prioritizing sabotage, action over words, and impact over impression. By embracing this approach, you set yourself apart as someone who not only delivers, and in doing so, you create a legacy of excellence that speaks for itself. At the end of any journey, reflection comes to tool. It is here, in the quiet moments after effort, that the impact of our actions crystallizes. The journey of holding your intentions close, focusing on execution, and letting your results speak is not just a method for success, it is a mindset for life. It teaches discipline, resilience, and authenticity in ways that few other approaches can. When you let your results be the loudest voice in the room, you create a legacy of meaningful impact rather than fleeting impressions. Imagine a craftsman who dedicates years to perfecting their art. Every stroke, every detail is a labor of love. They don't waste time announcing what they're going to build. Instead, they focus on the work. And when it's finished, the masterpiece speaks for itself. The world takes notice not because of promises made, but because of excellence delivered. This craftsman's journey is not just also about the process. A process that demands patience, focus, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. This approach requires faith. Faith that your hard work will pay off. Faith that the silence of the present will lead to the applause of the future. It's not an easy path to take. In a culture that glorifies visibility and instant gratification, choosing to stay quiet and work diligently can feel counterintuitive. But it is precisely this choice that sets achievers apart. When you prioritize substance over style, you create something that endures. The process of letting your results speak begins with understanding your why. Why are you pursuing this goal? What does it mean to you? When you're clear on your purpose, the noise of external validation becomes less tempting. Your focus sharpens, and your energy is directed toward what truly matters. Purpose gives you the strength to resist the urge to seek immediate recognition, and the patience to wait for results to emerge naturally. Consider the story of a marathon runner. They trained tirelessly for months, waking up early, pushing through exhaustion, and making countless sacrifices along the way. Throughout their journey, they resist the urge to boast about their training regimen or seek approval for their efforts. On race day, they cross the finish line, achieving a personal best. The applause from the crowd is not just for the final moment, but for the unseen hours of dedication that led to it. Their results, not their words, tell the story of their determination. When you let your results speak, you cultivate humility. You learn to find satisfaction in the work itself rather than in the praise of others. This humility keeps you grounded, reminding you that success is not a destination but a continuous journey. It encourages you to keep striving, to keep improving, and to never settle for mediocrity. Another powerful aspect of this approach is the element of surprise. When you don't reveal your plans prematurely, you maintain an air of mystery. This creates a greater impact when your results are finally revealed. People are naturally drawn to those who achieve without seeking attention. It signals confidence, focus, and a quiet strength that is both inspiring and admirable. Letting your results speak also protects you from the external criticism. When you share your goals prematurely, you invite opinions, doubts, and judgments that can shake your confidence. By keeping your plans private, you create a protective bubble around your vision, allowing it to grow without interference. This doesn't mean you should avoid all feedback. Rather, it means being selective about when and with whom you share your progress. This approach isn't just about achieving goals, it's about personal growth. It challenges you to stay committed to your vision, even when no one else is watching. It teaches you the value of consistency, perseverance. These qualities not only lead to success but also build character. They shape you into a person who is not just respected, admired. As you embrace the principle of letting your results speak, you'll find that it changes the way you approach challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, you'll view them as opportunities to learn and grow. You'll develop a resilience that allows you to keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. This resilience becomes a key ingredient in your success, helping you navigate the ups and downs of your journey with grace and determination. One of the most rewarding aspects of the fulfillment it brings. When you achieve something through hard work and dedication, The satisfaction you feel is unmatched. It's a deep, personal pride that comes from knowing you earned your success. This fulfillment is far more meaning plows or external validation. As you reflect on your own journey, ask yourself, what kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? Do I want to be remembered for the promises I made or for the results I delivered? The answer to this question will guide your actions and shape your path forward. Let your life be a testament to the power of quiet dedication and unwavering focus. The world is full of noise, but your actions have the power to cut through it. When you let your results speak, you create a resonance that goes beyond words. It's a message that inspires others, not through what you say, but through what you do. This is the ultimate form of influence, one that is built on authenticity, integrity, and achievement. So, as you move forward, remember the power of silence. Let it fuel your focus, protect your energy, and amplify your impact. Trust that your hard work will speak for itself in ways that words never could. And when the time comes for your results to be revealed, let them tell a story of perseverance, purpose, and greatness.